Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly review. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, now's the time. I also suggest you click the bell notification button so that you'll never miss another video release. I'm Troglodidi from Simple Trade, and together we will discuss the market situation, what is to come, and a number of interesting stocks. So buckle up and let's dive right in. This has been a marvelous start to yet another exciting year. A lot of stocks ran to great heights, many catalysts got unveiled. Some of the most powerful catalysts going into the new year are revealed to be the metaverse, NFT and crypto, who show great promise in becoming the future. That is in addition to the many custodian cases that eventually lead to reverse mergers. If you want to know how to interpret the situation, if you want to know what will cause a rise and what will cause a dip, I highly recommend to check out the free OTC Oracle course. I suggest we start to discuss our stocks now. Our first stock for today is VGID. The stock ran more than 250% recently. Let's see why. This is a pink current stock with a decent share structure, which looks to create value for them and for their shareholder. VG Group's mission is to develop, create and market the best products and companies available to the consumer. On the 2nd of December, the company released news stating the following. VG Group signed a letter of intent to purchase a dynamic company in the healthcare industry. This company is positioned in the highly lucrative and rapidly growing elderly in-home care industry. They also mentioned that this acquisition adds substantial revenue without interrupting any other venture or opportunity VG Group is currently or will be engaged in. Meaning, in addition to that acquisition, the company also looks for other ventures and opportunities. Lastly, the company wrote that they requested 30 days to complete the DD process, meaning they intend to finish the due diligence process by the very start of 2022. And surely enough, close to 2022, on the 30th of December, the stock started rising magnificently due to the hint of more possible acquisitions and the pending completion of the due diligence process on the first acquisition. Lastly, on the 4th of January, the company stated in their Twitter account, "Due diligence for a new acquisition will be completed this week. We hope to have final negotiations completed in 2 weeks. If everything happens as scheduled, a press release announcing the acquisition will follow. Stay tuned for updates." It will be interesting to see how the company will proceed and what are the following acquisitions. Off to our next stock, FOMC. The stock recently increased its value by 200%. Let's see why. This is a pink current stock focused on business incubation and acceleration. Recently, the company released an 8K stating the following. FOMO Corporation has signed a term sheet with an institutional investor for a $1 million non-dilutive financing in the form of an asset-backing lending facility. Due diligence is currently underway with closing expected on or around mid-January 2022. In other words, the company is getting backed and financed by an institutional investor. As usual, our Simple Trade community was there present and everyone was alerted as to the potential. You may join us. The link is in the description. That same day, the stock started to rise, and as the potential was being uncovered, the rise continued the day after. Finally, on the 5th of January, the company released the official news. FOMO Corporation, a technology business incubator, announces it has signed a $1 million term sheet from an institutional investor for non-dilutive financing to close the planned acquisition of Smart Solution Technology Incorporated. While SST currently has several six-figure contracts scheduled to be delivered in the first quarter of 2022. Smart Solutions Technology Incorporated is a solution provider company for the remote workforce. With the considerable changes in social distancing, remote work and the exponential rise of video conferencing during COVID, only those with wishful thinking will not see a new world emerging that is significantly different from business as usual. It will be mighty interesting to see how the company will proceed. And now to our next candidate, FBCD. This company lost 90% of their value in a little more than a week. Let's see why. If you have not watched the last FBCD review, I suggest you do it now, so that you'll have the whole background story. The link is in the description. This is a pink current company under the shell sign, whose custodian process was managed by Crisa Management. So this was a custodian before a reverse merger. What happened? Well, a number of things happened. The first one is the appointment of Lisa Nelson as CEO of the company on the 30th of December. While the appointment of a new CEO could be considered a good thing, in this case the market reacted very badly, as Lisa Nelson is also the CEO of the company CBDL, a ticker that under Lisa's management lost almost all its value under very strong dilution. That caused the fall on the 30th of December. The next thing that happened is the reverse merger with a clothing company. While it is nowhere close to any of the hot sectors, still, it was a reverse merger. Lastly, on the 6th of January, the company increased its authorized share value from 5 billion to 40 billion. That caused the stock to further decrease in value. Off to our last stock, HALB. The stock recently increased its value by more than 100%. Let's see why is that. This is yet another pink current company whose description reads: HALB Corporation is a holding company and acquisition vehicle for established businesses, also seeking various forms of COVID-19 relief, including for testing, preventative and alleviating direct and collateral effects. They have a website which encompasses their doings in the pharmaceutical sector. HALB Corporation patented extracorporeal treatment is applicable to many hard-to-cure blood-borne and neurological diseases, included COVID-19, other viruses, PTSD, cancer, etc. They also have multiple patents under their name. They are regularly releasing news. All in all, it is a company with great potential. I want to concentrate on the news released on the 5th of January. HALB Corporation, now an official US government contractor. HALB Corporation is now registered with the federal government system for award management, allowing HALB to bid on federal contracts and conduct business with the federal government in the areas of research and development in biotechnology and food health supplement stores. This is huge news. The company is bound for great revenues and potentially enormous success, so it seems. This caused the stock to increase its value as soon as the news came out. This is definitely an exciting story yet to be evolved in many ways. That concludes our stock section for today, folks. I hope you liked it and learned from it. As to what awaits us in the future, I can only say that we must be best prepared for every scenario. So do your due diligence, research your history, and you might find some interesting things. I suggest looking at last year's January and February. I again offer you the opportunity to educate yourself and join our OTC Oracle free course. You are also more than welcome to join our Discord channel of Simple Trade. I wish us all a successful trading week. Cheers!